Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video on the channel now today. We're just going to be addressing the situation at Wrexham FC at the moment. Obviously the league table where we are isn't very good at the minute, and we're just going to be talking about some stuff, what's going on there and behind the scenes. It's not going to be one of our funny videos we usually make. We're in a different location as well. And yeah, the first topic is the managers. Brian Hughes obviously started the season off with us, left 13 games, 13 games in, sitting 23rd in the league. 2 wins, 5 draws and 5 losses, which for me isn't good enough for a club as big as Wrexham's size, really. I was expecting this to be playoffs at this point, not 23rd in the league.
Yeah, Brian Hughes was a bizarre appointment. I think it was just penny pinching.
Yeah.
I remember watching Brian Hughes play for Wrexham. He was a really, really good midfielder, very popular. But he's come back. He did nothing as a manager, and the fans turned against him very, very quickly.
Yeah.
I think he was coaching
Foot golf.
So how'd you go from
golf development?
How'd you go from that to being a manager of a professional full-time football club? It's crazy.
Very weird. Next one was obviously Brian Flynn. Not really much to talk about him. Did an alright job, but didn't want the job, so we gave it to our former manager Dean Keats, who left us in the 2017-18 season for Walsall at the time, who were in League One. Walsall got relegated to League Two. Keats got sacked, came back to Wrexham, and his stats so far when he has come in, he's got 8 wins, 6 draws and 13 losses, which is not what we were expecting, not what we were hoping for. Sitting 19th in the league, so he has made a bit of an improvement, but I was still expecting us to get top 16 at the minimum when he came in.
Yeah, you can't really blame Keats for going to Walsall when he did, because it was his hometown club. But then to have the nerve to apply to come back, we shouldn't have had him back. He's a good player, good midfielder, but his style of football is very negative. It's almost like they're trying to sneak a 1-0 win
every game.
So yeah, there was a lot of managers I thought we were going to go for and should have gone for, but hey ho, we've got the midget back.
Next one I want to talk about is Wrexham's signings. In January, we signed Jordan Ponticelli, a big striker on loan from Coventry, who, to be honest, hasn't done that bad since coming in. Looks the big man up top that we were hoping to get. Hopefully he will fire us to safety. Tyler Garrett, a left-back on loan from Stockport. Obviously, James Jennings is injured, so we brought him in as a replacement for him. But what I was confused about when we went to watch Wrexham versus Eastleigh on Saturday, we started a midfielder, Mark Carrington, who's favoured either right back or in midfield. We started him left back instead of a left back that's been in the Championship, League One,
Bizarre.
On the bench. It was just shocking. Kyle Barker, highly rated 19-year-old on loan from Peterborough. Obviously, former Wrexham player Darren Ferguson did request him to us and said he is one for the future. Obviously, starting against Burnley in the FA Cup third round, showed glimpses of what he can do. Jordan Thompson, young right back on loan from Coventry.
Didn't impress us yesterday.
Didn't impress us on Saturday easily. Looked weak. He doesn't look the right back we need. Poor again. But one good signing was Jay Harris, permanent from Macclesfield Town. Obviously, wasn't getting paid his wages there. Wrexham showed interest in him, brought him back. One of our legends over the last couple of years. Happy to see him back at the club. Dan Jarvis, young skillful player we signed from Stoke under 23s on a permanent deal. He looks very good. Great player. Davis Keele-Dunn, skillful winger, free agent, formerly of Ross County. Again, he's skillful. He likes to take on players, but I just don't know if he's the right person.
Yeah, Jay Harris is obviously the pick of the
bunch.
Signings. Fantastic player. Ran the show on Saturday. Lucky we had him at those. I think we probably would have sneaked a goal. Jordan Ponticelli looks... I think he'll come good eventually. He's just settling in. His disallowed goal against Eastleigh was a perfectly timed run.
Shocking.
The linesman, unfortunately... The officials in this division are chronic, to say the least. Davis Keeler-Dunn, I like. He's positive. He attacks. As does Dan Jarvis. For so long, we've not had players who get the ball and run at defenders. They pass it side to side, side to side, and it just
doesn't work.
Kills you.
Yeah.
Keeler-Dunn, Jarvis, they get the ball and they're looking to attack, which is good. And like Liam said, the other ones, Thompson has yet to impress us.
No.
But there again, our other right back is Barn and Bob, and if you saw him, you may as well get your granny to play.
Oh my God. That's the only positive I think we can take from this video. Dean Keats has done some quite good business in January.
Yeah. We have some good players in the squad.
Yeah.
I think we've got the best goalkeeper in the division with Rob Lainton, signing from Port Vale. He's absolutely quality. We've got Sean Pearson at centre back.
Obviously lucky to have him as well. He could have easily gone up the leagues.
Yeah, good old school defender.
No nonsense.
Luke Young, we signed from Torquay.
Recently signed a 1-year deal, which is, again, good business from Keats. Jay Harris, Ponticelli, Keeler-Dunn.
We've also got Luke Summerfield, who blows a bit hot and cold. On his day,
one of the best midfielders in the league.
His passing is exceptional.
Yeah, but on his off day...
We've got a player called Kieran Kennedy on loan at the moment, and he's garbage.
Don't even mention it.
It's just mind-boggling how he's in the team, Thompson's in the team, and like Liam said, we've got these lads on loan.
Yeah, Tyler Garrett,
and they're on the bench.
Back, played for Bolton in the Championship. We're starting a veteran left back. He doesn't seem to much have any fuel left in his engine, and it just makes no sense.
And bizarrely, he had most of the scoring chances on Saturday. So
sit back a bit. Just,
I don't know.
Just. Honestly,
mate. So there's good players there, and there's some drivel there.
Hurts to watch in the stands at some point. Next one is obviously Racecourse, Wrexham FC's ground. It's one of the biggest grounds in the league, currently averaging around 3,700 at every home game. Always a decent crowd, home and away, because we bring good away following. We've got one of the best support in the league, considering our league position, 19th in the National League. And we're averaging about 300 away fans and 3,700 home fans. We've got great facilities, and later on in the video we're going to be talking about the new plans for our 5,000-seater Cop to go ahead.
Yeah, the racecourse is a stunning stadium. The away support I think is second to none. Every time we go to a away match with Wrexham, you know there's going to be a lot there, unlike some teams, Eastleigh 16 on Saturday.
Shocking.
Unfortunately, the numbers are starting to drop off a little bit. People are getting fed up with the style of play. I mean, I think, Liam, you said averaging 3,700.
We could get double that.
We could easily be hitting 5,000 on a good run.
Yeah.
But there's some fickle supporters, unfortunately. But why do they want to pay good money to watch a dreadful team?
We nearly paid £40 for 3 2 under-16s, 1 adult. To see that garbage on Saturday, they should give a free home ticket to every fan.
They should be reducing the prices to get fans in, because people are getting fed up of it all.
Was it £16 for an adult?
It was £16 for me.
Think how much money...
And that's a cheap stand.
Yeah. Think how much money the club must be earning from tickets all around the ground. So if you did, because the majority of the fans probably are adults.
Yeah.
You think all the money that's there... And yet we're signing free agents from Scotland. Yeah. I know it's not a bad thing, but you think where that money must go. We could have easily signed Danny Rowe, who obviously did go on from Fylde to Oldham. We could have got him. Andy Cook, who's now banging them in at Tranmere on loan from Mansfield. Scott Quigley. He wanted to come back to Wrexham, but the board were too tight on his wages.
And now he's top scorer in this division
in the
with Barrow.
National League with 20 goals.
The board, unfortunately, I think, because Wrexham have had many problems in the past, they're being tight with money, or are they being cautious? You can understand them being cautious and not wanting to throw all their money in case it doesn't work, but they need a bit of ambition. We can't carry on with free agents and
tight with money. Nothing else to say. They won't splash the cash on any players. No. Very cautious.
Yeah.
The next one is talking about if Wrexham FC get relegated from the National League to the National League North. 100% the crowds will decrease. We will barely be getting 2,000 at home matches. I'll be surprised if the stand behind the goal will be open, to be honest, because it won't be full. The players will leave, like I said, the likes of Rob Lainton, Sean Pearson, Luke Summerfield, James Jennings. They'll probably all go because they've probably not surprised if they've had enough, to be honest. Dean Keats, I would suggest he leaves, but just shocking. And if we're going to get a new 5,000 cop in that will increase our capacity to just over 16,000, and I doubt we'll be barely getting over 2,000 attendance, then what is the point? Yeah. It's just...
I don't know whether the crowd will drop that much. I think people will still go there originally to start with, thinking, they'll do well, they'll get a good promotion surge. It'll obviously be against teams that are nearer, being in the north. Yeah. Like Liam said, I think if they start doing badly, it's going to drop. But some supporters, bizarrely, crazily enough, are actually saying we should join the Welsh Premier League. Well, if that ever happened, the crowds wouldn't touch 2,000.
There's some teams in the Welsh Premier League that barely get 50, and we're there in the National League getting nearly 4,000. Fans thinking that, off their head.
You're going to lose the pulling power of the club. Who's going to go and watch play for Wrexham in the Welsh Prem? You're not going to attract the sort of players that we've got at the moment, and you're only going to be able to attract the Welsh Premier League level standard of player. So I wouldn't go and watch. I've supported Wrexham all my life. I would find it very hard to go and watch Wrexham. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think Wrexham will ever go into the Welsh Prem, but if it did.
Tactics is next. Negative passing, long balls. Obviously, the game against Eastleigh, we saw long balls were being played to our winger, who's 5'7", Paul Rutherford, which was bizarre to us. We never scored many goals. Like we said before, we nicked 1-0 wins, which isn't good enough. And just bizarre tactics at the club.
Yeah. We've got a striker he's on the bench on Saturday, Jason Oswald. And he's physical, he's good in the air. And he brings Paul Rutherford. Can't fault Paul Rutherford. His effort he runs his socks off. And I'm a fan of Paul Rutherford. I like him. But why are you playing long balls to a short player when he's been marked by someone who's 6'2", 6'3", and he's never going to win anything? I think he won 2 headers on Saturday, but there were 3 headers.
3 headers.
But it's a bizarre. It's a bizarre way of. If you're going to play long ball, bring your tall striker on, who is a striker, not a winger.
Yeah. Next topic is social media. Obviously, we've seen many fans on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, having a right go at the players, which you can have a go at sometimes, but you think the amount of players that try in that team, like Langton tries, Pearson, Luke Young, all of them put 100% in every game. It's just negativity. When we win, there's nothing positive. It's just
fans are even now complaining about this news about us being able to maybe get a new 5,000, redevelop the COP with a 5,000. But even moaning now about that, there was a supporter on Saturday where Rob Langton was taking a goal kick, and the supporter shouted to him, and Rob Langton heard it because he turned around and glared at the supporter, telling him, "Why are you time wasting? Get an effing move on. Do you want to win this match?" And Rob Langton probably took, 7 or 8 seconds to take the goal kick?
Yeah.
And yet their goalkeeper in the second half was time wasting, and the supporter didn't say a thing. There's social media, Wrexham fans are split down the middle, I think. There's those who would moan about anything and like to moan, and there's those who see things in a realistic manner and have a good knowledge of football. I try not to look at it now because it's just the same.
Yeah, if you've got nothing positive or nothing nice to say, just keep it away.
If all the Wrexham fans banded together, use that energy positively, it'd be so good, it'd be so powerful. But there's half who are known as the happy clappers and half who, what do they call them? Just moan.
Moaners. Next one is the COP. We've had plans from the Wrexham Council to go ahead and build a new 5,000 COP. Obviously, if you haven't seen the COP at Wrexham FC, I might insert an image now. Obviously, safe standing. It would be good if we could get that back, but obviously banned because they don't do safe standing in English football anymore. It looks ugly. I'm going to admit, having 4 sides of a ground and only seeing 3 open is quite...
It's a big space as well, isn't it?
It's a big space, absolutely huge. But I think I'm going to go through some. We're going to go through some of the positives and negatives of the Kop. The first one positive is it might attract more fans seeing the new stand, but this all depends on our league position. If we're not doing well and we open the Kop, fans aren't going to want to go if we're doing bad, and it's going to be 16,000 capacity with barely 3,500 there, which personally I think's not going to be that good. The negatives, obviously, getting relegated to the National League North. If that happens, then it's going to be empty. There's fans going to be spread across the ground. There's going to be no atmosphere, no singing. It's just going to be dead. Probably going to lose on that day as well.
Yeah, I think they're doing it mainly to get the Welsh team to come and play back up north, which the Wales team always used to come and play and used to enjoy coming up to play.
Did recently against Trinidad and Tobago, which was a sellout.
Yeah,
sellout.
Back in the 90s, when I used to go and watch Wrexham a lot when I wasn't playing myself, would always stand in the Kop, and it was such a good atmosphere there. The singing. I think now if they reopen the Kop, I think everyone who's in the Rex Rent stand would all go to the Kop. So then you're going to leave a stand
empty.
With hardly any, so will the away fans go in that stand?
And then the Wrexham fans will take the away end.
And I'd love to see it all develop so you can go drive past there and think, because when you drive past the stadium on the Mould Road stand, you see this the back of the Mould Road stand, which is really impressive.
It looks like it could be like a.
And then you look at the Kop and it's overgrown weeds and it's just, and behind it is all the sham. The potential is really good.
But if you think to make it, I think we did it 14-15, our anniversary season. We put a massive Wrexham flag behind the goal, which had the badge on it, which made it look 10 times better than it is now. On the match highlights on YouTube, you'd go to one goal, there'd be the fans, and you'd turn to the other, and there'd be a massive, impressive flag, which isn't that bad. They've just stopped doing that, and it just looks ugly. No.
Nobody's seen the plans yet for what this new development's supposed to look like. You do wonder whether a 5,000 stand is too big. Yeah. Whether they should just go for like a 3,000, like some of the teams grounds we've been to.
Yeah.
Have a smaller stand but more compact, so all the what's what I'm looking for, like that die-hard band who like to go behind the goal, will create such a good noise. But if it's a 5,000 stand, like Liam said, if it's only a quarter full, is the atmosphere just going to be lost? But I'm all for it. I want to see it happen. I want to see us get a good ground so that when we get to the Premier League, we've got a fantastic stadium.
Yeah. Bearing in mind, if we got this 16,000 capacity, that'd be bigger than Bournemouth. Yeah. Nearly as big as Turf Moor. So you think the potential there is if we were doing well.
It is the oldest international stadium in the world, and it's a lovely stadium. It's got so much character. Cracking floodlights. I think we've got the highest floodlights in the country, haven't we?
Good factory there. The last topic I want to talk about is the away support. Obviously, pure example there, Eastleigh at home on Saturday, 16 away fans, no atmosphere, they were all at the top. From where we were sitting on the stand behind the goal, because we can't really see the top bit, it looked like there was 2 fans there, 2 fans standing up.
No singing, no noise.
No singing, there was literally nothing. We said, what if they scored? You wouldn't hear a thing, you'd hear the.
There was one man, remember, he was trying to get them going, but
it didn't work.
You can understand it, because Eastleigh's not a well-supported team. It's a long way to travel. They're struggling, we're struggling, but you'd still think, surely they must have more than 16 people wanting to go to watch them away.
We played them away on a Tuesday night, and we still bought. I'm sure I saw it in the programme yesterday. It was 158. You think that is, for our level, is good, considering we'd have to travel 6 hours away. Yeah. But
when we've played like bigger clubs, ex-league clubs, especially like Stockport, Notts County,
we've still got to play
when Tranmere are in our league.
Yeah.
They bring a lot, and the atmosphere is fantastic. It's really good. Gets the
players going, gets them playing.
Yeah. But unfortunately, there's a lot of teams in our division, and it's all distance-wise as well. Yeah. It's like the likes of Eastleigh,
Maidenhead.
Bromley, Maidenhead. I'm not having a go at them at all, because they stick by their team. But it's a long way to travel.
It's quite bad what's going on at the club at the minute. League position's not good.
No.
Something needs to change at the club. Obviously, if you did enjoy, leave it in the comments down below. Just hope your club isn't.
And I think a lot of teams come to the racecourse, don't they? And you treat it like an FA Cup, like a cup final.
Yeah, walking in and seeing
big
a massive
stadium.
ground, and just a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that was a video.
It's a bit of a negative video,
Video. We never do negative
chest.
videos, but we thought we just had to put it out there. If there's any Wrexham fans watching, which I'm sure there is, hope you feel the same about it. And just hope things can change soon. And we'll see.
I think if we stay up this season, I think next season we'll be pushing.
Fingers crossed playoffs. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the video.